The easiest thing you can do to improve your 40 time is to work your arms. Make sure you keep a 90-degree bend in your elbow, work your hand cheek to hip pocket, and make sure you don't cross your center line, okay? So as you're running, keep your hands cheek to hip pocket, out crossing your center line, and the harder you work your arms, your legs will follow. And that's the easiest tip I can give you to be a faster, more efficient 40 runner. The mistakes that are most common running a 40 are definitely with the arms, crossing the midline, crossing your running in zigzag, and starts. Lots of athletes don't understand how to have a proper start and keep their body in the right position during an explosive start, and you'll see a lot of athletes will slip. That takes definitely a lot of practice to get correct. But it's definitely not something that's out of reach for a lot of athletes, for sure. As long as you get a lot of hard work in, you'll get a start right, and the arms can be fixed very easily.
You're gonna be a prime example. 5, 5, 5. Now, all right. The first thing you want to do is make sure you're balanced. Okay, hips down, hand on top. Do what I call a fly hand. Okay, you're gonna extend and reach with this hand. So if I'm coming here, I want to get to that first cone in 3 steps. Okay, so it's here. I'm coming. 1, 2, 3. Hockey stop, touch, all the way through. All right, hockey stop, touch, all the way through. You got me? Keep your head and shoulders toward me the whole time. All right. Okay, don't turn your back. All right, let's try it. No, a lot of them are trying to hockey stop or power themselves through when this is not really a overspeed concept. You need to do a control speed concept. So as I'm coming to the cone, I want to count my steps, with practice, of course. Count my steps, plant, don't overrun the cone, extend and push myself back. All right, and then run through. So I try to teach my guys 3, 6 to 10, and 3 to 5 back. So if they're working on those concepts, that's going to increase their stride length, where they're not taking short, choppy steps, and it's going to increase their proficiency, because I'm trying to keep them in a straight line. Most kids here, they're coming, they're not running straight lines, they're veering out, they're rounding out, and it affects their time.
Powerball is going to be upper body explosive power, a little bit more realistic to the game of football. Bench is an absolute strength exercise that you're doing. Unless you're flat on your back in the game and you got pancaked and you're pressing somebody off you, this is a little bit more conducive to the sport of football. It's jamming and moving, and it's real explosive, and that's what we want to do with all positions. Plus, it allows a little bit more of a level playing field between athletes who maybe can't bench as much as linebackers. It evens out the rating a little bit. Lots of ways that you guys can improve your power ball. Obviously, a lot of your upper body exercises, bench, incline, dumbbells, whether you're using straight bar, whether you're using dumbbells, explosive push-ups, laying flat on your back, exploding power balls off your chest, plyometric push-ups, dropping, exploding out of the hole. Main thing with it is that a lot of you guys got to understand you got to practice it. This is the SAT of athleticism. You can't show up knowing that you got to do a kneeling power ball throw and never have practiced it. So make sure you start with that ball up nice and high, both knees on the pad. You can't curl your toes, you have to point them, all right? want to make sure that you're not pushing off of your lower body with your feet. As you guys can still sink your hips. You guys can drop the hips in. As the ball comes down, it's going to stay on your chest. Explode with both hands. You can't rotate side to side and push with one hand, your strong hand. You got to push equally with both hands for distance. So the one thing that I could give you guys the most advice, along with what you're doing in the weight room to improve your upper body strength, is just to practice the power ball throw before you come to the combine.